Well, it appears as though XRP is making a lot of people happy right now. Also, a lot of people very angry as well. I've been seeing a lot of negative sentiment happening around XRP as well. A lot of people kind of, not believing what's happening right now, and it's kind of comical. It reminds me of many times in the past where XRP just went on a massive tear, shocked a lot of people, and silenced haters. And that's exactly what's happening again. And before we really get into this video, I just want to say, yes, I'm still healing up. I know that I sound a little bit nasally, might sound a little bit annoying. It's going to happen. It's going to be this case for a little bit of time, but we are bouncing back. But with that being said, welcome to the channel, everyone. My name is Nick. For those that are new to the channel, hopefully by the end of this video, you do become a subscriber. Let's take a quick look at what's happening because we are having a little bit of a pullback. Which is to be expected after having such a big run up on XRP in a very short amount of time. If we are looking at the XRP Bitcoin pair, I'm expecting us to fill this fair value gap on the daily. This is not a big move to the downside. This is roughly about 13% or so. The price chart is like, if we're really kind of looking at the USD pair on this thing, we might come back down to like 92 cents to retest the macro resistance zone. But, I'm just really kind of looking at these two charts. I'm not really, worried too much about the USD pair because both of these, I am expecting them to, come back down, cool off a little bit, and then continue. That's the big thing here, right? Is continuation. I do believe that we are in the bull run. I believe that we are gearing up for alt season. And I do think that now is not the time to be kicking the, can around thinking, oh, maybe it's going to, come back down to this point or that point, and, maybe I should sell now and try to catch it on the low. No, do not do that. The best way to, really kind of plan this out is to just have an exit plan, in front of you and follow through with it. I see so many people say, oh, I have an exit plan. I have an exit plan. And then all of a sudden, when the bear market hits, you're like, hey, how'd that exit plan work out for you? Oh, I didn't sell. I thought it was going to go much higher. You have to make sure that you are keeping, on track with that exit plan. You're taking profits at those key levels, and you have zero emotions with it. So as we really look at XRP, I don't think that this is the end of this run. I think right now we're kind of cooling off after having such a big run up, and I do think that continuation is going to happen pretty quick. And also, by the way, if we look at the all-time chart for XRP, just going back to 2021, we could clearly see that this thing wants to go higher, and I do believe that we will see much, much higher. Let's talk about that actually. CoinDesk put out a great article. Now, CoinDesk, they've been really 50-50 when it comes to a lot of projects. I'm sure that you guys are probably aware of this if you do hold HBAR or any other utility project. We see a big spotlight put on, other projects or other networks. It's kind of like, pay to play in terms of media. But XRP now getting a spotlight. XRP surged past $1 and the uptrend is totally in sync with the recent bullish flows in the options market. And if we go over here, we have from Scott Melker, XRP, it's a 3-year high as the SEC lawsuits and Trump's win boost confidence. Ripple's XRP token is up over 30% in the last 24 hours and broke the dollar mark for the first time in 3 years. Driven by optimism around regulatory changes and the SEC's mounting legal issues, the SEC initiated a lawsuit against Ripple in 2020, claiming Ripple sold XRP as an unregistered security. A recent lawsuit filed by state attorneys general and the DeFi Education Fund accuses the SEC of overreach, potentially influencing its appeal in the Ripple case. Now, also, we have Plus, anticipation of pro-crypto policies under Trump has further boosted sentiment with speculation about a more favorable regulatory environment for the Ripple company and also XRP. It's not their token. I love these types of articles where they call XRP Ripple's token. But we also have open interest in XRP futures also hit a record 1.53 billion, validating the price rally. And honestly, even right now, if we look at the 24-hour trading volume, it was nearing like 20 billion at some point. It's still at 16.85 billion. I mean, that's pretty crazy. And as you guys actually see here, it did hit 20 billion in the 24-hour mark. I know that it was nearing it last night when I watched it, but it actually did hit over $20 billion. I mean, that's insane. And as we really look at the 24-hour trading volume on a lot of these projects, I mean, XRP is right up there behind Ethereum, not that far behind. And even if we look at the top 24-hour trading volume for all of the top 100, obviously, yes, Tether stablecoin is going to be at number one, but XRP above Solana, above Dogecoin, above all of these other projects, it's pretty crazy to see XRP's trading volume sitting pretty well over $16 billion. Pretty insane stuff. Now, like I said, most of the market is cooling off a bit, which is to be expected. But I do believe that the next big wave up is going to be much larger. And I also think that this is going to take XRP much higher. But talking more so about XRP, over the last couple days, we have been focused on a few sites, like for example, Sentiment, that gives us a lot of insight on holders. We actually have here wallets with at least 1 million XRP now hold a combined 45.61 billion tokens, their highest amount held since June of 2018. In the past 2 years, whales and sharks have reversed course and accumulated 3.44 billion more XRP, an 8.16% increase. Traders have enjoyed a 40% return in the past 7 days. So the whales have been buying for 2 years. I have been talking about XRP for a very long time on this channel. If you guys know me, you already know that this channel essentially started out in the middle of the 2021 bull run, where I was talking about utility projects. I was, researching a lot of projects and giving you guys my insights and news updates. XRP has been a spotlight on this channel since day one, and on X as well. I started talking about XRP initially because I have been holding XRP for so long. I bought XRP when the SEC lawsuit dropped. I was there, buying around like 17 cents while everyone was screaming, it's going back down to, 5 cents. It's going to 0. It's done. It's dead. We were in the trenches. And now, well over almost 4 years later, we are here. We're still here. We're still celebrating. And we are happy to finally see things starting to move in the right direction. But also talking more so about, users, check this out. So on some wallet, well, Zaman wallet, I don't know how you guys really, want me to pronounce. I know that you guys are probably going to scold me, but regardless, we actually have the active users just going parabolic in the last 24 hours. I mean, we're talking about roughly like around like 13,000, 14,000, all the way up to over 61,000 active daily users. This is something special to see. It shows you that the ecosystem around XRP is waking up in a large way. And it also shows you that there is a big interest from the retail sector as well. And yes, a lot of this does come from the SEC. As we really look at what the SEC has been doing, they have been holding XRP down. They have been stifling price action, and it's time for XRP to erupt. And also, as we really think about that, big shout out to Smoke Dog, because he put out a great post. And this is actually in response to Eleanor Tourette. Now I'm going to get into, her post, because she is doing, incredible journalism. And also she's doing incredible updates around, what's happened with the SEC. But we have here from Smoke, there are still several spot crypto ETFs awaiting SEC approval, including those based on Solana and XRP. Remember that Operation Choke Point 2.0, the government initiative designed to cut liquidity from the crypto market, with a pro-crypto Republican shift in government leadership on the horizon, this initiative is likely to become a thing of the past. The regulatory clarity brought by the new administration will allow crypto companies and ETFs to thrive without unnecessary constraints. More regulation equals more liquidity equals higher prices. And yes, as we really look at everything that has been, sitting there on the sidelines as we wait for things to happen, everyone was like, oh, we have to wait for regulations. We have to wait for this. Honestly, all it really takes is a more proactive approach to crypto innovation, and everything changes. That's why, as we really look at the last 7 days, okay? Now, yes, there's still a lot of jokes out there that are gaining. Meme coins, listen, we have to celebrate meme coins simply for the fact that it is bringing more eyes to crypto. I don't really like the whole meme coin craze, but it technically is good for adoption. But outside of that, Look at the top gainers here in the top 100. We have XRP, XLM, HBAR. I mean, we have so many, utility projects in the last 7 days that have been top gainers. And this is because as we really look at utility, yeah, we are closing the gap on regulations. With a pro crypto approach now from the new administration, I do believe that it is only a matter of time until crypto is taken seriously and ultimately integrated within, the global financial system, for an example. And I think that, we're now starting to see everything that we've been waiting for, like the ETFs, Ripple IPOing, because again, the Ripple IPO is beneficial for XRP holders. It allows you to, get a stake of Ripple as well, because Ripple is a company and XRP, it's a different story, right? It is a little bit of a different story, but it is very beneficial for XRP as well, because it is going to be a big, catalyst technically. But a lot of the stuff that we have been waiting for and we've been talking about and discussing and speculating on, a lot of it is now coming into, fruition. And this is because of the SEC getting a backhand, if you will. And talking more so about that, we even have over here from Empower. Remember, Empower back in like 2021, they were like the first ones to really kind of launch an investigation against Gary Gensler and the SEC. Empower asked Congress to obtain and make public the SEC Gov IG report on possible ethics violations in crypto regulation by ex-officials Bill Hinman and Jay Clayton, amid news that Clayton is up for U.S. Attorney for SDNY. Now, also, remember what this actually is all about. This is about the, Ethereum free speech. Well, if we really talk about the free pass, it's basically around that speech that gave Ethereum the, clarity. That's what everyone thought, right? They were like, all right, that's it. It's clarity. Then all of a sudden, Gary Gensler was going after consensus and Ethereum. That completely got dropped as well. But we are now starting to see investigations launch it. We're starting to see, major we're starting to see major moves against the SEC, which I love to see. Listen, they need to be held accountable. We don't know if they're going to be held accountable, but hopefully something happens here. And we also have over here from Stuart Arati, CLO of Ripple, Gary Gensler attempting to justify his 4-year-long political crusade to destroy crypto by claiming he just continued what Jay Clayton started is like burning down the house and saying, Jay lit the match, I just added the gasoline. And yeah, you got to love to see, all of this finger pointing happening. It shows you the intellectual IQ of Gary Gensler. It also shows you how childish Gary Gensler actually is as well. Oh no, I was just following what Jay Clayton is doing. Yeah. Sure, buddy. Like anyone that takes office can clearly change the course, right? But we know that Gary Gensler did what Jay Clayton did times 10, because he's talking about how Clayton had already brought on, 80 actions, including, of course, the Ripple case. Gary Gensler acts like he couldn't do anything. Like he wasn't there, getting told by Jay Clayton what to do. He had his own voice. He had his own, he could have made any decision. Any decision. He could have dropped the case against Ripple. He could have, did a pro-innovative approach to crypto. But instead, he didn't. He went after the space. He attacked the space from all fronts. But also, Eleanor Tourette is talking about, a scoop. There's a scoop out there on how we might soon see, a pro-crypto chairman of the SEC. While, Donald Trump's pick for SEC Gov chair remains unknown, it looks increasingly likely that Gary Gensler will step down voluntarily and choose not to finish his term as commissioner, which would expire in 2026, as some had speculated he may have done. So this is actually very exciting stuff. A lot of people are speculating on who is going to, be the next chairman. I actually think that Brian Brooks would be a great addition. I think that he is one that knows this space. He's aware of this space. He has spoken out on Gary Gensler multiple times. This is also an individual that was around the space for a while. He was I believe that he actually was at Ripple for a little bit of time. I know that he was at Binance US for a bit of time as well. Brian Brooks is a solid individual, and I do think that he would be great as the SEC chair. We don't know what's going to happen, but if Brian Brooks gets in, it's going to be a big, big game changer. So let's see what happens. I do believe that, any major move on a new SEC chair, even just going forward, I think that everything right now is about to fly in a big way. And I think that's because we got the big pressure off our shoulders, which was of course, this SEC and this anti-crypto approach. Let's see what happens. I'm very excited about the future. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, though. If you guys did enjoy the video, definitely leave a like, subscribe, to notifications on because more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord in the description below. And with that being said, guys, it's been Nick. Thanks for watching. Peace out.